Hi everyone, my name is Yqarch. I'm from GREYTEST Design Consult. This is my WhatsApp contact. You can reach me on this number or you can call me on any of these numbers, okay? Today I'm going to be showing a very great plugin which I discovered called the Yqarch. It has a lot of features that makes your work much more easier and faster, okay? You can see here when you come to your Yqarch plain wall/column, it has a lot of features. When it comes to your column, different types of column, it comes in different shapes, okay? You can see for your wall as well, you can just draw a wall. It doesn't have to come as a single line anymore. It's going to come as a normal wall, okay? So it spares you a lot of stress of doing a lot of offsets in your design, most especially as an architect, okay, because it has a lot of great features as an architect that you are going to very much appreciate. We have plain window/door. You can see we have them. This is open door on wall. If you already have a wall, you can create an opening. You have a window, you can specify the thickness of your window, you can change the sizes of your windows to whatever size you actually want to use in your design, okay, and it will come out for you very well. If you come to your building component, you can see we have different staircase, so it helps you. Even the cross section of your staircase can be generated here. Amazing, right? So as an architect, you are actually going to really appreciate this software very much well, because it will spare you a lot of stress of trying to achieve a lot of staircase detailing. Decoration components, you can see here we have plain of cupboard, your bed, that's for your furnitures, most especially when you are doing your 2D designs, okay. They are all very much available here, okay. You can see lands, random spread here. If you come down here, section of glass, it comes different section. Architectural symbols are also here. You can see for the symbols, when it comes to your axis, draw axis symbol, okay, geodesic coordinates, design elevations, and what have you, okay. So you can go down, you are going to see all of this text content, dimension, draw. Let's come to extra tools, okay, modify plus, blocks / and attributes, hashing line type, okay. So let's quickly come down to our plain wall/column. If you come here now, you can see here we have the draw grid axis, we have the draw axis line. So in this case, you are drawing them one by one, and you just have to do offsets there. So in this case, it comes like an orthogonal axis, okay. In this case, you can specify the spacing in between the axis and along the X direction, along the Y direction as well. You do your spacing by just pressing your space. When you click on space and you type in 5,000, for example, here if I space and I type in 4,000, for example, you can see the space has increased. But let's say, for example, here I have an equal spacing along the X direction. All I need to do is just to use the multiplication. Once I multiply this by typing, let's say 5, you will see that it has taken effect on the axis. Now what it does for you is it's actually give you the dimension automatically by itself. It also tells you the entire distance from the axis 1 to the last axis here, and the same way similarly for in the Y direction as well. So when you come to your wall, you can see you have the wall tool here. You can just draw a wall. You can as well position a column if you have a column in whatever shape that you want. You can see this is an L shape, this is rectangular, this is circular, this is T shape, and then this is the plus shape. So irrespective of how your column comes, in whatever shape that your column might actually be, you can play around with it because it already has like an existing template for you to play around with. So it spares you the stress of you trying to generate that or coming up with that particular shape on your own. You can see here we have the wall thickness. You can click on the thickness of the wall layer. You can specify the layer of this wall. Make sure you align to the center because we want this to go in center to center for the walls. Okay, so it's going to fall in the center of this axis. So but it depends on whatever you want to achieve. You can just do that. Window line X undo. You can undo your line. We can specify the thickness of this wall. You can see the thickness of this wall, we want it to be 230. But another great thing about this software is it allows you to pick a thickness. For example, there is a thickness that you want to follow when it comes to your wall, and you are not sure of the thickness, probably because you did not measure it. You can just use the pick. Once you use the pick, you just trace along that part, around the perimeter of that particular thickness, and it will adopt it for you automatically, and then that is what it's going to give you as the thickness of the wall. Amazing, right? So if I click on OK now, all I need to do is just to come here, pick, and I drop, pick, and I drop. Now you can see the thickness of this wall has been reflected automatically for me. Another great thing about this software is that, as you see here, you can specify you can insert your doors, you can insert your windows, you can insert. Okay, so let's say open window on wall, okay, or draw a window. So whichever one you want to play along with, open window on wall helps to create an opening and place the window for you inside, while draw a window will just draw a window along that particular line or whatever that you have there. Now you can see here it's telling me the style of this window. I can click on S, or I'll type on S, or click on it. Here it brings out different patterns of windows. So all I need to do is just to pick one among these patterns. So you can see I can even click on next page to bring out other patterns that are here. So if I click on back, it brings me here. So all I need to do is just to click on the particular pattern, probably to suit whatever I want to achieve. So if it's a sliding window, you can see I can just pick this, right? Whatever pattern of window you actually want to use. So all you need to do is just to pick from here, because it has a lot of existing templates that you can pick from. So it's hard for you to exhaust all these options without seeing anyone that suits what you actually want to make use of. So if I just by default probably pick this one, I can just click on where I want to position this particular window. Now you can see it says Windows first point or set. So I can just pick here, and then it's asking me of the second point. I'll just pick here. Now it's telling me the wall thickness. I will just click on enter because it is 230 that is there. Now you can see the window has actually automatically been created for me, although the opening has not been created because a particular setting that I have skipped. Okay, but let's quickly go because I want this video to be as brief as possible. I'm just giving you a quick overview of what the software entirely can actually do for you. So auto open hole. Okay, you can create an opening like a hole. Okay, open pocket door. You can create a pocket door, draw a pocket door. That is why I said, as an architect, you are definitely going to really enjoy this particular plugin. It will actually really facilitate your design, helps your design in coming out very good and much more easier for you. You can see here, similarly, the way you did for your window is the same way you do for your doors. You can specify your door. It comes in different shapes, in different size. You specify the size of your door, you specify the shape of your door. So you can see doors, first point, or set style. So if I want to set a style for my door, you can see my doors comes also in different patterns. Okay, so it depends on whatever I want to achieve. If it is a warehouse I'm designing, you know, the door is definitely going to be different. If it is a residential building, the doors are going to be different. If it is actually a laboratory, okay, if it is a church, so like that. So whatever I want to achieve, all I need to do is just to come here and pick on the door type, because there are so many type of doors here that will actually suit whatever you want to achieve for your design. So by the time you pick any of this door, for example, all you need to do is just to pick on your first point and pick on the second point. So if I pick on my first and second, you can see I can specify where I want to place this door. If I move my cursor up, it brings this down. If I moves it down, it brings it up like this. Okay, so I can as well even rotate at a degree. You can see this degree here is showing us 90 degree. I can as well change that to probably 180. I can change it to whatever degree I actually want to make use of. So if I slide mouse, okay, so let's come back to this where we have rectangular column, circular shape column, the T-shape column here. Let's come back here. The reason why this is not creating an opening is because of this wall here. I'm supposed to have done the settings more properly than the way it is. So the opening is not going to create because of that reason. But in the next video I'm going to be doing that proper for you. Here is asking me of the diameter of this particular cylinder diameter. So all I need to do is to specify the diameter of this. So if this is let's say this is let's say it's 150. So no, it's asking for diameter, so let me make it 300 as the diameter. Okay, it's asking fill in state. It's asking me to fill in states. Yes, I'll click on yes, enter. Okay, so you can see the column has actually been automatically created for me. So I can pick any type of column. So irrespective of whatever column I want to make use of, default angle, size of the column, I will just specify the size of my column here. Let's say I want to use 230 by 230. 230 by 230. Size format is wrong. Okay, 230 comma 230, 230 comma 230. Okay, that's worked now. Let me just place it here. So I can also fill in this particular column just like the way I did for that one. Okay, so you can see here I have my square size of column, so it can also be in a rectangle, and you can also pick the column in whatever shape you actually want to achieve it. Building component, you can see this is section of staircase. You can get a cross section of your staircase. Okay, so whatever your staircase is, you can just come along here and play with the number of your stories, the number of thread, steps. Okay, what is the thickness, the railing height, and all of that. You can just play along with that. Once you do that, you just come here and place that cross section here in your building. So it does a lot of work for you. All you need to do is just to arrange that settings, come and rearrange it and set it exactly the way you want it to look like. Okay, once you arrange it properly, it generates your staircase detailing, your staircase cross section, and also your plan view for you, just the way you want it to look like. It's very interesting. Okay, plan of stairs. You can see here we have a plan of stairs. Here you can just play along with the settings that are here, probably the width of your stairs, the landing width, the tread, and all of that. Once you play along with that, it generates that plan view for you. Okay, there you can see this one, there is a problem from the settings there. So it's, you know, it's a garbage in garbage out package. So if your settings are not done properly for your staircase, it comes out exactly the way it interprets whatever you give to it. Okay, so you can also have a single kind of thread. Okay, whether in first floor or in standard floor or in the top floor, so however you want it to look like. So if you are making it to look like it's actually on a first floor or standard floor or the top floor, all you need to do is just to select from your settings, pick the thread width, pick the landing width, that's, you type in all of that. You can as well also even pick your landing width. You can as well pick the total width. So if, for example, I click on this now, and let's say I want this width to span from here down to this place, you can see it is actually going to pick the distance from here center to center for me. I can as well also just edit this particular width and type in manually whatever I want the width to actually be like. Okay, so if I have a width that is existing from my floor plan that I want to actually take, I can just click on landing width and I pick those points and it inserts them for me instead of manually typing it. And then the story height as well, I can just type in the height of my story. Once I input all these informations properly, it will generate the plan view of my stairs. So as you can see, it's a very great package. You can generate a cross section of so many other structure members in your building. Most especially, even your windows and your doors can come in your elevation view instead of your plan view as well. So you can view them in elevation view as well. You can generate them from here as well. Okay, so it does a lot of great job for you. You can see your elevation of door. You have the elevation of window. So if I come to my elevation of door, you can see the door here. If I click on equal, is give me that. If I click on double type of door, you can see I have a double type of door. I have a single type of door. So I can just pick on it, whichever one, door front or the back of the door. So if I click on the back of this door, or if I click on the front of this door and I click on OK, I will just find a place to actually place this particular door. Now you can see the door has been placed here, but it's looking quite very small because of the settings here, which I have not really probably done. You have to always, in each of this member or in each of these particular elements that you are bringing out, you have to specify their width, their height. Okay, all of that, it affects how it's going to look like. So sometimes you have to probably rescale all of these in order for them to appear much more better as you actually may want it to look like. Okay, so if I come back to that of my window here as well, I can also just pick the pattern of the type of window I want to actually play along with. You can see this is for 2 sash. If I want just a single sash, or if I want a 3 sash, okay, it will actually reflect by the time you click on OK. Click on OK and you are generating it, it will reflect there. Okay, so you can see here it's asking for all of this. You can add your window sill, your window lintel, if you actually want all of that to reflect. And so, but since I don't want any of it, I can leave it as none. So it's only going to be displaying just the windows for me. Okay, so if I click here now, you can see my window has been generated automatically. So if you love what you are seeing, just like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel, it's actually free. Click on the bell icon so as for you to get a notification whenever I post videos. I post videos like this on a weekly, sometimes on a daily, just to encourage as many that actually want to have a deeper insight of design. Okay, make sure you stay safe and make sure you stay blessed.